Welcome to my review podcast Omar Says. Today I will talk about a new horror comedy from Dinesh Vijan's horror universe, Munja. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Showbox, and in case you're listening, then it's available on BingePods, Spotify and all leading audio platforms. Of course, on Instagram as well. For that, follow me on OQSpot. So let's get started. Move over Betal, your story is old. It's now a new updated monster on your back, and he's called Munja. Munja 2024 is a strange mix of a romantic Rakshas and a comic scenario where he wants to marry his dream woman and become two Bhatakti Atmas forever and ever. Quite a horribly romantic thought. ये थोड़ा twisted supernatural डर type thought है ना? Munja is a young Brahmin boy with an unhealthy obsession about a girl 7 years older than him. His childish obsession is almost maniacal. Fed up of his Munni Munni chant, his family does his Mundan ceremony and he is now officially inducted as a Brahmin. However, the infatuation-crazed youngster takes his younger sister to sacrifice her in a bizarre tantric-like ritual under a peepal tree so that he can use black magic and obtain his Munni. But in a reversal of accidents, he slips and dies under the tree. Now the village elders say that any Brahmin dying within 10 days of his Mundan turns into a Rakshas. So they bind Munja's Atma to the tree. However, the Atma can reach out in visions to blood relatives and he somehow manages to reach Bittu. Bittu, after a visit to his village, begins getting horrible visions. पहले से ही जरा सहमे सहमे बिट्टू को अब और भी ज्यादा डर लगने लगता है. The mama's boy seeks the help of grandma Aji, and one night when he visits the mangrove where Munja was tied, Munja manages to break free. Munja then kills Aji and embarks on a mission to get his Munni. Meanwhile, Bittu was also in love with his friend Bela but never had the courage to tell her. Being the only one who can see Munja, a torturous creature who batters Bittu and his friend Spielberg until they come to agree to find his Munni. A story of folklore, mythical creatures and terror, of unfulfilled wishes of a dying person. Munja is a very different movie from the normal church versus devil, werewolf, haunted houses, possession, zombie, vampire stories. It is a brand new creature that mutters in a guttural voice and speaks in short bites like a possessed TV actor. The premise is fun and the all young and fresh cast are delightful. Munja captures the frothy essence of horror comic movies like Fright Night and Shaun of the Dead. When Bittu seeks the help of a stage-happy evangelist Elvis Karim Prabhakar to exorcise Munja and his evil designs, the evil entity suddenly decides he doesn't want Munni. He now wants to marry Bela instead. From here, the film turns hilarious as Bittu, Spielberg and Elvis plan to get rid of the distorted clawed Atma. What happens next? Does Munja get his Munni? Does Bittu ever get free? Find out in this crazy caper, a mix of obsession, horror and comedy. The film is directed by the fabulous director of Marathi zombie movie Zombievali, Aditya Sarpotdar. He tells a fun story about monsters under our beds and obsessions gone wrong. Quite a find for the horror world. Aditya, more horrors to you. A fab director, a good concept and a correct mix of fresh actors who suit their parts raise the level of Munja. I must make a special mention of some standout talent. Abhay Varma as Bittu is a painfully shy and introverted lad who can't bring himself to tell Bela that he loves her and is terrorized by Munja. Abhay is a relatively new actor and has done some decent roles in Family Man 2 and a few others. He captures his role as the loser, awkward, scared bloke perfectly. Sharvari Bagh as Bela, the spirited girl who Bittu is crazy about, has done Pyar Ka Panchnama 2 and Bunty or Bubbly 2, as well as Kabir Khan series The Forgotten Army. She has a very good presence and does a terrific job here. Mona Singh as Pammi, a single mom raising Bittu, is fabulous as the ever-protective mother trying to keep her son away from Munja's clutches. Award-winning Marathi actress Suhas Joshi plays the lovable Aji, who teaches Bittu to be strong. This lady has a lovely screen presence and is very cute as a cuddly granny. Satyaraj, the sham exorcist Elvis Karim Prabhakar, who surprisingly knows a thing or two about Munjas, is hilarious as a publicity crazy priest. Taranjot Singh as the videographer named Spielberg is decent. The fresh cast delivers. Munja, the monster, reminds you of Smeagol or Golem, the raspy creature from Lord of the Rings, and brings his own brand of horror. His infatuation for pretty girls is funny, as is his Pretatma. He's more a noisy ghost from Ghostbusters with nuisance value than a terror from Poltergeist. But India's horror universe gets a brand new evil spirit. This will fit in with Maddox Films' vision for fun horror, and while paths drag, it's quite a delightful watch. The climax is horribly funny. Catch it if you love horror and horror comedies like I do. Watch it and tell me what you think. Munja is rated 3 stars by me.